Hey up, me old mucker, Mark from GamebustersUK here with another part of my Dragon Age Origins playthrough. Now you may have noticed that I've backtracked a little bit. I've backtracked a tad. Now this is because I've decided that I'm actually going to do a side quest. Although it's not a massive side quest, we can do it as we progress through the dead trenches. Basically, you may remember, if I can find it. You may remember that it may have been the last part. Let's see. No, it was probably a couple of parts ago. I picked up this item, the Topsider's hilt. The hilt of a fine elven sword. A partial inscription glows faintly in the presence of lyrium, but remains unreadable. And we picked this up in Caradin's Cross, and it was dropped by a Genlock emissary. So I think that was one of the mage darkspawn. And basically, I may not have described in any great detail. I don't think I remembered what it was for. But basically, there's a side quest in these areas, the deep roads, where you can find 3 pieces of this sword, so we need to find a further 2 pieces, and if you return them to a certain area, which is where I am at the moment, this area in Ortan Taig, which is the big cavern where the darkspawn fight with the spiders, so that was 2 parts ago. If you return here with all 3 pieces and go down to this area, not this area, sorry. If you go down to, it must then be this area. And if you go down, okay, I believe I may be lost. Yes, I now believe I am lost. This is the wrong way. Yeah. So much for my informative style. Right. It's in one of the big chambers where the darkspawn fight with spiders, which I had assumed was this cavern, but it may be the next cavern. Just bear with me, old mucker. The reason I'm showing you all this is because it will benefit you, because you get a very good sword out of doing this. Here it is. Right, there's a warrior's grave. First of all, to begin this side quest, and you'll want to do that when you get here on your first, when you first get here. You don't want to forget, like I did in the last couple of parts. You want to inspect the grave, and you'll see your codex. Your codex will update, and you'll now receive a lot of information about the Topsider's honor. And if you go to your quests, it should. Okay. Topsider's honor.
Yes.
I didn't really want to talk to you.
As you wish.
No offense. Okay, so all you need to do then to begin the quest is actually look at the warrior's grave, and the further 2 pieces of the blade. We've got the hilt. We need the pommel and the blade. Now the pommel is in Ortan Taig, and it's like we're going to actually have to backtrack a little bit more. I believe it's in the chamber leading up to where we saw the lunatic, the madman, who I didn't really interact with, but if you go into his little chamber where he sells stuff, he actually has the pommel. doesn't sell it to you. You can actually just pick it up free of charge, which is wonderful because I'm not really in the mood for paying for quest items. Excuse me. So yeah, we are going to have to sacrifice a little bit of progress. But the third piece is further in an unexplored region where we haven't been yet. Ooh, lovely. I missed that earlier. That's absolutely lovely. I'm glad I decided to make a video now. Otherwise I would have missed that lovely rune. +4 damage to darkspawn. And if there's another one near this golem, then hey. Ah, spirit shard. You bum. Alright, sure, though. Okay. That was a stroke of luck. That rune. Need to deal some more damage to some darkspawn. Right, so the pommel. Hopefully we're not too far away from it now. At least we don't have to fight any monsters because we've cleared them all out of this area, this region. But yeah, this is well worth it. The reason I'm backtracking is just because it's well worth it. This sword it's a very powerful weapon. Actually, it actually does 11.20 damage, which is the same amount of damage that Blightblood does, and it is a tier 7 sword, so it is one of the best weapons in the game. So if you are a warrior who uses a sword and shield, you may want to follow this video just for a few minutes while I show you where the pommel is. I'm a little bit disorientated at the moment. That's nice. I can sell that. I won't use it because I don't use poisons. Right, we did come this way, didn't we? Yeah, we did. That's the problem with backtracking. I can never quite remember which path leads to where, so... Actually, I think this path leads to the dead trenches, does it? Does it not? Oh, it does. But I can use it too. Why would I even want to do that? The the pommel piece is in Ortan Taig. So I've just somehow gone around in a circle. It's probably blindingly obvious to you, the viewer. Oh well, we can always edit. I can always save face by editing the video, which I probably will do because I don't want this to be too long, because we actually need to push onwards to the dead trenches where we will find the third piece of the blade as well. There's an ancient darkspawn who drops it. I move so slow. It's just because I'm in heavy armor. Ugh, come on. It seems I was woefully wrong then. Ah, here it is. Rock's Cave, yes. This deluded character is Rock.
There's nothing for you here. It's mine. I've claimed it.
Okay.
crawlers will take you away. Oh, yes. Soon you'll be gone, like all the others.
Bah, he's a bloody scavenger. Good as sod and gone.
Be gone, you! You'll bring the Dark Ones back, you will. They'll crunch your bones.
Word has it you can only survive down here by eating the darkspawn dead.
That's disgusting.
It brings the taint, turns their brains to sewage, but it hides them from the darkspawn.
Poor creature. Such are the lengths to which our survival instinct drives us.
It's my claim, not yours! Crunch your bones!
Oh, looks like he summoned a bunch of spiders. Shouldn't really be much trouble for us. I say that, then I get spider webbed. Such is my luck. Giant poisonous spider. Alright. I need some help here. I need some bloody support. These are only spiders. They shouldn't be.
Yes.
I think a group here was in order. Sten and me, anyway. Sten and Bob. Who's still paralyzed by the. Ah, come back. There we go. Yeah. Yeah, he does make spiders appear. No, I don't know if it's him that makes them appear, but there are spiders that appear. And he does sell a very interesting set of Templar armor. Templar Commander armor, I believe, or Templar Captain armor, or something like that. Anyway, you want to check this vase, and here's the Topsider's pommel. A weighted pommel of obviously fine elven make. A partial inscription glows faintly in the presence of Illyrium, but remains unreadable. So take that. Oh, and now the quest appears, which is quite odd. But make sure that you do check the grave first, and then you will receive the quest and Admirable Topsider. The Topsider's story has revealed the location of his final battle with the darkspawn. Okay. So I'm going to go back through the dead trenches, and when I find the darkspawn that holds the blade, I will see you then. Alright, me old mucker, so here we are, back where we left off in the last part. And I've been dreading this section. The dead trenches is by far the most darkspawn infested section, and it is quite difficult if you're unprepared.
As you wish.
And there are a lot of traps in these little... Yeah, a lot of traps.
Right.
Hopefully though, with our party's damage output, we should be able to take on and win most of these little skirmishes with darkspawn. Just noticed that Ogren is dead, which is bad news. Group heal.
Yes.
Where did he fall? Ah, there he is.
Your orders?
Bring him back to life with Win. This is where, you know, revival, you really need to get it if you're looking to survive these sort of encounters.
Direct me.
We are getting through our health poultices so quickly now. It's alright. Oh dear. We are getting through our supplies very, very quickly. I may need to make another trip back to Orzammar just to pick up some more health potions because, like I said, we are getting through our supply quite fast. Whoops. This is where I regret not bringing a rogue along, but to, you know, detect all these traps. But honestly, when you're traversing this, unless you have a really solid setup, which you've tried and tested and you know it works, it's best to just bring along a bunch of people who can deal massive damage. You know, bring all your hard hitters, bring a healer, make sure you're all armored. Here we go. Anyway, we're going to begin another side quest. I'm going to get this armor to Ogren once I collect all the pieces, but this is the armor of the Legion. It is by far one of the best armor sets in the game, and it's the sort of black armor that the Legionnaires were wearing, if you remember. A couple of parts ago, there were some Legionnaires when we crossed that massive bridge on the other side of this area. There were some friendly dwarves who helped us clear that area. Basically, it's the armor that they were wearing, and that is called the armor of the Legionnaires armor.
Darkspawn approved.
It's basically black armor.
Orders.
Can she hit an arcane bolt off? Oh no, it did hit. It did hit.
Right.
Cool. I thought it might have friendly fired on board. Let's use taunt so we can get them to come to us. I have to say, Ogren is taking a lot of damage. That's troubling. That is troubling. Oh, there's why they have a wizard. Now I can get to use Holy Smite for the first time. Holy Smite, the wizard's bane. There we go. Take that, you filthy wizard.
Let's get started.
While I'm at it, I'm gonna dispel. Oh, I can't dispel.
Right.
I guess you can only use one of your class skills, and then they all have to recharge. Right, one group heal. We should see this out actually, unless this emissary does something tricky, like put a hex on us. I think he managed to put a hex on Sten, but Sten's okay. Sten's okay. All right, that was good. You know, because they had a Genlock emissary with them, but we sorted them out quite nicely, actually.
This place makes my skin crawl.
Metal shard used for making traps. I haven't made a trap in ages. I haven't made a trap since about part 6 when I did Honleaf, when we recruited Shale. I think that was the last time I made a trap. So yeah, I don't know. I don't really ever use traps in my playthroughs. I mean, it's a nice feature to have. I'll take that rune. It's a nice feature to have, traps, but I never use them. I only use them like if I do use them, it will be early on in the game where they're like where the effects are more pronounced. Sten has Uceris, which does 15. That's a lot more than that sword. That's just an ordinary sword. Again, regretting not bringing a rogue along to open up these chests, but yeah. Anyway, before I was interrupted by that skirmish, I do know the locations of all the pieces of the Dwarven Legionnaire armor. And contrary to what you might be thinking, you don't have to be a dwarf to wear it. It can be worn by anyone, apart from mages. We're gonna have to do another little skirmish in this area. Yeah, here we go. Let's just use taunt. Get them to come over to me. Actually, I cannot. I'll see if I cannot. Oh, that's a shriek. Oh dear. Can't leave Win undefended.
So be it.
Let's do heroic aura on Sten, seeing as he's going to be shielding wind. And I'll keep off this shriek with Bob. I'm going to give Ogren a bit of attention because I am very concerned that he was losing a lot of health earlier on in the earlier battles. Once again, it looks like we've got this one under more control than the last couple of skirmishes. Well, actually, the last one wasn't too bad. It was just the first skirmish. We seemed to take a lot of damage on board. There we go, though. We cleared these guys out pretty well. Pretty smooth and by the numbers. And we get a lesser health poultice, which is always good. Alright, nothing there. You could probably take all this stuff if you've got enough space in your inventory. I have 9 more slots, counting the helmet, the armor, and the boots of the legionnaires. So I will need at least 3 slots clear, as well as 1 slot for the Topsider's honor, the sword. I haven't forgotten that. I'm still going to be showing you how to get that sword. And I'm actually going to keep that sword aside, seeing as Sten and Ogren are using 2-handed weapons. And they already have pretty good weapons. Sten has Usaris, which I did a guide on, how you can obtain the dragon-slaying sword, Usaris. And Ogren has Faith's Edge, which was Colgrim, the dragon cultist leader's unique axe, his war axe, his battle axe, which is another unique weapon. Here are the boots of the Legion. As you can see, it requires a massive amount of strength to wear these boots, so I'm going to be investing a lot of time in Ogren's strength whenever I can do. Given the fact that his class is Berserker, that pretty much is all you really need for Ogren. Invest in his strength, maybe 1 point in the Constitution every now and then to keep his health levels nice and in check. But yeah, I may switch Sten out. For Alistair, or maybe give one of the rogues a crack at the whip, because I don't really use rogues too much. I mean, the last time I used a rogue was, I think I used Leliana again back in Honleaf. It was a while ago. Let's just save it here, since we've acquired 2 pieces of the Legionnaire armor.